Hello everyone, welcome back. This is the second part of the style creation video series for Yamaha ranges. The first video was about an overview of the controls and settings in the style creator. In this video, we will start creating a new style. I'll also cover some of the editing options and the Quantize feature in detail in this video. We will continue working on this style in the next videos as well. Let us go to the style creator. When we open the style creator, the style selected in the main screen would be opened here for editing. There is data in all the elements. The blue light on the panel buttons indicates that there is data in that section. This is the name of the style which is opened in the style creator. We need to create a new style from scratch. For that, press the Initialize Style button. Now this is an empty style. The data in all the sections are cleared. The blue lights are gone from all the panel buttons. The name here is changed as New Style. All the other settings are reset to the default. The first step is to configure the basic settings for the style. At a minimum, we need to set the time signature. If you try to change the time signature after recording something, it will clear all the existing recordings. So it needs to be selected before we start recording anything. In this page, we can set the time signature, tempo, section for recording, and the pattern length for the section. I am leaving them as default. We have 4/4 time signature, 120 as a tempo, main A is selected for recording, and the length of the pattern in main A is 1. Now going to the next tab. Here we can select the track for recording. The Rhythm 2 track is selected for recording by default. You can start from any track. I usually start from one of the drum tracks with a hi-hat pattern. I'm going to record it in the Rhythm 2 track. We can record it in a single take or multiple takes. Now to start recording, there are two options. Either press the Start Stop button and the recording will start immediately. Or press the Synchro Start button to make it active. Once it is active, the recording will start when you press a key. I'm going with the Synchro Start option. Switching on Metronome. Since there is no data in any of the tracks, we need to have a metronome to get the timing. When I press a key, it will start recording. Now the pattern is complete, but there are some unwanted notes. When we record the patterns, we may accidentally press unwanted keys and those will get recorded. How do we correct this? There are many options. First one is to clear all the recordings in this track and then record it again. You can use the delete option at the bottom of the track for it. But this is not what we need most of the time. Next option is bar clear in the channel edit tab. This will clear all the data in specific bars. But for a one bar pattern, this is the same as the delete option we saw now. The third option is to use the clear drum instrument feature. This is available only for drum tracks. Using this, we can delete specific notes from the recordings. Press the clear drum instrument button. Now press the key you want to delete. You can also do it while the record is going on. Press start and press the clear drum instrument button. Now press the key which you want to delete. I just pressed it and all the notes of that key are deleted now. If I press the other keys used in this recording, they will also get removed. Now all the notes are gone. Let me record it again. It is ready now. I have inserted some wrong notes again. Now let's check the next option for correcting the mistakes. This is using the step edit screen. Go into the step edit page. This will show the notes in the selected track. We can modify the notes one by one here. We can go to the specific note and delete it. Use these arrows to move the selection. This is a note. I'm deleting it. Now that note is gone. I'm deleting the other notes as well. Now those notes are gone. Using this screen, you can also change notes, velocity, position and duration. For changing the notes, select the row and move the pointer to the note name column. Now press a key and the note will change to that key. We can change the velocity also with this method. This column is a note velocity. Move the cursor to this column and press any key. The pressure value you have applied on the key is updated here. It will not change the note name. So here you can press any key. You can change it using the data wheel as well. This is one of the uses of the step edit page. We have another problem to correct now. The timing of the recording is not correct. The starting position of the notes will not be accurate when we record it manually. To correct it, we can use the Quantize option in the channel edit page. It is used to align the notes to the correct starting positions in the selected track. We need to select a quantized size and press execute. If the quantized result is not what we expected, we can undo it. There are different quantized sizes available. The size to be selected depends on the time signature and the type of pattern we have in that track. This pattern is in 4/4 time signature and it has patterns with 8 notes. So we need to select 8 note as a size. Most of the times 16th note will also work. This will be more clear if you have an idea about what happens during the quantize. I'm going to the step edit page. We can see the notes for this track here. The first set of columns are the note positions. This is a measure. This is a beat within the measure and this is a subsection within the beat. Here one beat, which is a quarter note, has 1920 subpositions within it. The position 0000 means it is the starting of the beat. If we have two eighth notes in this beat, the first note would be positioned at 0000 and the second note would be at 960, which is a half of 1920. If there are 4 16th notes, first would be at 0000, second would be at 480, third at 960 and the fourth would be at 1440. When we play and record the patterns, the notes would not be exactly at these values. But some small differences in it will not be much noticeable. Still, we can correct it to be aligned to the exact positions. Here we can see the values are not aligned correctly. Let's try quantizing it. Now, which size is to choose from? If we choose a quarter note, the possible positions in the measure would be 1:0000, 2:0000, 3:0000 and 4:0000. So all the notes would be aligned to one of these. If it is 8th note, the values would be these. For a 16th note, these would be the position values. We know our pattern has 8 notes, so the size should be 8th note. We can also select 16th note. If the recorded pattern doesn't have a huge timing variation, it will align them correctly. I'm applying the quantize with 8th note as a size. Now we can preview it. It sounds fine. Let's go to the step edit page. The position values are aligned well. They are either 0000 or 960. Now let me try with an 8th note triplet as a size. When this is selected, the possible values would be these. This changed the alignment of the pattern. I'm undoing it. There is another value called strength here. I'll show you what this is for. I'm clearing all the recordings in this track. Going to the bar clear. There is only one bar in this section, so all the recordings are gone. Let me record it again. Now going to the step edit page. The positions need to be fixed. Going to the Quantize page. I'm setting the strength to 50%. When we apply the Quantize, the note position values are either reduced or increased to make it to the correct value based on the size. Here we need to make them either 0000 or 960. So the difference between the current value and the target alignment value is calculated for each note. Then the Quantize is done after applying the strength percentage. For example, if a note's position is 980, 20 points need to be reduced from it to make it 960. If the strength is 100%, 20 would be reduced. If it is 50%, only 50% of 20, that is 10, would be reduced. So the position after applying Quantize would be 970. I'm applying the Quantize now. We'll compare the values with the previous ones now. You can see that the notes are not exactly 0000 or 960 here. They were adjusted only 50% towards the correct value. So that is Quantize. Now I'll record the other drum patterns. You can record it in the same track or in the other drum track. I'm selecting Rhythm 1 track. Press and hold it to activate it for recording. Selecting a different sound. This is a pattern I'm going to record. We can record it in a single take or in multiple ones. It is complete now. We need to quantize it. That was not correct. I'm undoing it. Selecting a 16th note as a size. Now it is fine. So the drum patterns are ready. We need to record the bass and some accompaniment patterns as well. We'll do it in the next video. So see you in the next one. Thank you.